that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family, that means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Good evening, volleyball fans. Welcome to STSPN and Westco Conference Volleyball. Tonight, Westco 4A continues league play with the Lake Stevens Vikings with a record of 3-0, visiting the 2-1 Bearcats of Monroe. STSPN's presentation of Westco Conference Sports is presented by Speedway Chevrolet in Monroe. Visit SpeedwayChevrolet.com, proud sponsor of Live Varsity Sports since 2015. We would like to thank all of our broadcast sponsors in helping to bring these games to you live. Fred's Rivertown Ale House, Restaurant and Bar in Snohomish. McDaniel's Do-It Center, Home and Garden in Snohomish. G&S Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, located in Everett, serving Snohomish County. Adrenaline Fundraising, serving Snohomish County, located in Everett. And Gene Johnson Plumbing, serving Snohomish and King County. Starting lineups are being introduced, and we're going to take a quick commercial break here. We'll be back, and I will have the starting lineups for you and keys to the game right after this.
Fred's Rivertown Ale House was established in July of 1994 and is located at 1114 First Street in historic downtown Snohomish. Each time you visit the ale house, you may expect to find new beers and new food choices. Fred's Rivertown Ale House is well known throughout the beer community. Oftentimes, we are the first choice for breweries to introduce new beers, limited or specialty beers, and beers you just won't find anyplace else. At Fred's, we like to say that once we get you through the front door, our friendly service, relaxed family atmosphere, and our quality food and beverages will keep you coming back.
Welcome back. Mike Buckles here along with Todd Elvig, who's directing the whole process of the computer, video, audio, and also giving directions to the tech crew out in the truck. Right now it's going to be time for either the Pledge of Allegiance or the National Anthem. So guess we're going to listen in tonight, is that right?
We will, unless it's a recording, then we got to cut it.
Okay.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please rise, remove your hats, and join me in the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, that wasn't a recording.
It was not. So let's do a quick overview of the two teams. The Lake Stevens Vikings are coached by Kyle Hoagland. The Vikings were 13-1, winning the Westco 4A last year, 18-3 overall, and finished 5th in state. One of those losses came to Monroe in the district tournament, but the Vikings swept Monroe during the regular season. Lake Stevens lost 5 seniors from last year's team and have just 1 senior this year, but they're off to a great start, 3-0 so far, and the Vikings have not lost a set. The Young Vikes will be tested tonight, however, by their opponent, the Monroe Bearcats, coached by Maddie Bishop, who are on a 2-game win streak after opening the season with 2 losses. With 10 seniors on the roster, the Bearcats have high hopes to build on last year's 4th place finish at state. The Bearcats are building teamwork and consistency after a tough start this season. The winner tonight could have the inside track to both the Westco Championship and a first-round bye at the district tournament. And I actually did not get a chance to write down all of the starters. And so the starters for Lake Stevens are...
Look, they got great big numbers on the back. Isn't that's awesome?
It is. I remember doing a football game when they had the blackout with the black uniforms and the dark purple numbers. That didn't help me.
Number 8, Michelle Fast.
So it's going to be number 8, Michelle Fast, serving for Lake Stevens here to start. And Lake Stevens gets into the offense right off the bat. And number 3, Samaya Morin, got a nice pass, and she had the angled big swing for the kill, 1-0 the Vikings. Michelle Fast, a 5'8" junior. She's a setter. And Monroe going to get an opportunity here. Nice dig by the Vikings. And some good pace on the swing so far tonight. Early here in this match. There's a tip by the Monroe defenders, but Chloe Cornelius comes up with the kill. Cornelius, the only senior on the roster for the Vikings, 2-zip. Fast with the serve, and it is played by Davidson. And nice hustle for the Vikings, but Monroe comes up with the good point as Brooke Barnes gets her first assist of the night. She is the setter for Monroe. And Brooke is rotating back right now to serve. Played by the Vikes. They get into their offense. Nice block. Krista Norton. I believe that's Ellie Lewis with her couple of 6-footers, and we are tied at 2-2. Barnes, bit of a knuckleball with the serve. Lake Stevens plays it and comes up with the swing, and it is out of play. So after being down 2-zip, Bearcats come up with 3 straight points. Barnes again with the service. Back row swing by Lake Stevens. Barnes going to set behind her, and getting the kill is Ellie Lewis as she hammers that one off of the block for the young Vikings. Barnes, nice jump serve again, played by Morin. Morin going to get the over, and she sends it off of Hannon in the back row. Barnes with the set, off-speed tap, maybe a little bit too high in the air. Going to give Lake Stevens an opportunity, and it goes down the line and in. I believe that was Samaya Morin, and she.
For Lake Stevens, number 3, Samaya Morin.
Morin back to serve. 4-3 though. The Bearcats up 1. Morin, nice serve. Davidson with the pass to Barnes. Comes over to Ellie Lewis and set up now for the Vikings, and now the Bearcats with the set. Back row, Sarah Day gets it over for Monroe. Sarah Day with the nice pass to Barnes, gonna set up Davidson. Big swing right side, down the line and in, 5-3. Pretty good crowd tonight, more of a student presence for the Bearcats, having their home court here, leading 5-3 in the first set. Monroe Bearcat JV team won in straight sets 2-0. Up and over with the tap, Ellie Lewis, and we've got a carry called on the Vikings. Avery Davidson with the service, drops a little bit into the libero, Piper Smith. Vikings like to set it up over on that left side, played well by Monroe. Backline swing by Ellie Lewis.
Side out, Lake Stevens.
Runs long, and it goes 6-4. So also on the floor, besides Michelle Fast and Piper Smith, the libero rotating back now to serve.
12, Piper Smith.
Piper Smith, a junior, goes into the net. 7-4 unforced error. Carly Try, one of the starters, tallest Viking at 6'2". Fast with the reception. They set up. Nice pound, nice dig in the back row by Monroe. And we've seen some good volleyball here tonight. Nice set, and that got tipped. I thought it did not. It went out. It was a miss hit. And Krista Norton rotates back. She's almost all the way to the left sideline. 8-4. Monroe has doubled up here. Vikings get it over. Barnes tries to get it today. She just has the over. Michelle Fast with the set. Nice dig in the back row. And Davidson. Sarah Day with her first opportunity at the swing. And she makes good on the kill as it tips off a defender. Goes out to play, and I think we might see a timeout here by Coach Hoagland. And I think that's a good timeout, as the young Vikings have not lost a set all year, and they're going to talk it over, trailing 9-4. We'll be right back here on STSPN.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow-through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
Welcome back. 9-4, the Bearcats over the Vikings. Westco 4A volleyball. It'll be Krista Norton. Did a nice job serving when we watched Monroe play last week. Norton cannot come up with the dig, however, and we've got a swing from the middle to the back line. Carly Try with the kill. 9-5 now is the score. Sierra Simpson serving, and it's a service ace for the Vikings. Todd, you were speculating that Carly Try might be the daughter of the head coach Tom Try, but he also has a brother, Bill Try.
It's definitely Tom's.
Definitely Tom's, okay. And Sarah Day gets it up, and under the net goes Ellie Lewis, steps on that line. We saw a few of those missed last game. 9-7 as the Vikings try to crawl back into this. I'll get to the keys to the game as the second unforced error, 10-7. First one was, how will the young Vikings respond if they get behind? This match could go the distance. So mental focus and gaining confidence could be the key for either team. And that goes out of play, so a nice serve. By Ellie Lewis, one of the juniors. 11-7, Bearcats are with the lead. Piper Smith with the reception and nice setup. Good hustle there by the Bearcats. They get the over. Smith going to pass it to Michelle Fast. Bearcats get an opportunity, played at the net. Miscommunication, and that falls to the wooden floor. And Vikings with the point, 11-8. Tatum Smith serving for Lake Stevens. And there's a big hit, goes long for Ellie Lewis. It's 11-9. Tatum Smith back again for the service. Vikings wearing their purple and Vegas gold trim in the uniforms.
Is that a real color?
Off-speed tap. It most certainly is. Big hit by the number 3, Samaya Morin, 6'1" junior outside hitter. Gives some height for the Vikings along with the 6'2" try, and it is 11-10 as number 10, Tatum Smith serves. Sarah Day hammers that one off of Piper Smith. She gets to the pass, back line again, big swing, good height, and up and over the net. Taps it down with Samaya Morin.
Maddie's thinking about a timeout now.
We're tied at 11. That's always a, interesting. Do you let your team try to play through this, or when do you try to stop the run? Barnes with the set, Day with the hammer. Monroe plays through it. Day gets the kill, and it is 12-11. And really a nice pass by senior setter Brooke Barnes. Nice block at the net. Monroe's playing with a little more confidence now than when we saw them much earlier in the year. They got that win over Kamiak here, and they're playing well tonight. 12-11 is the score, and they're going to have to find a solution, though, however, for Samaya Morin, as she is putting together a good night over there from the left side. And we're tied at a dozen each here in the first set. That service up by Try. Monroe gets the set. Morin with the save and the over by Michelle Fast. And the Bearcats work it and get into their offense. Nice pass over, and Morin goes up. Looks like it's going to be the big swing, and instead she goes off speed for the dump shot, and the Vikings have a 13-12 lead. Carly Try in the middle of the court, played by Sarah Day, and a big spike. Celia Teague comes through with the kill.
Serving for the Bearcats, number 21, Frankie Hannon.
Frankie Hannon checks in for Teague. Hannon, the libero, going to serve in the back row. Vikings going to set up, and they go to Morin once again off speed. That's 2 off speed plays in a row.
Substitution for the Vikings.
Yeah, I know that's Tom's daughter, because he talked about it when we did an interview.
Did football?
Football. He said, I have to practice not being a coach. I have to be a dad when I'm at those games.
Of course. And those of us that have coached have had to do that as well. And wow, I'll tell you what.
Once again, Morin with the kill.
She put some heat on that.
Well, she's put heat on. That's, I think, the third one of those. And then she had the 2 drop shots where she sort of indicated she was going to give the big swing and then went off speed. So Coach Bishop going to have to come up with some sort of strategy maybe to, I don't know how you keep it away from her, but that's what he gets paid the big bucks for. 16-13 as that goes out off the Bearcats.
Yeah, he was explaining to me the other night, he makes the big money.
Yeah, I know how that is. I coached high school ball for years and years. So. Off speed, and the Vikings come up with it. Big swing. Number 11, Chloe Cornelius, with the big hit, and we might see the timeout here. Instead, we're going to get a sub. Elena Ruiz. She checks in. 17-13. And once again, Michelle Fast. Barnes at the net. Fast with the dig. That's not Fast. I take that back. That's Piper Smith. Big swing again. Vikings can't get to it. 17-14.
Substitution for the Bearcats, number 6, Allie Lewis.
Yeah, he was saying, he says he welcomes these big games because he said the girls can't get better unless they face the better teams.
That's correct, and they have a healthy rivalry going, and the Monroe finishing 4th, Vikings finishing 5th in state. Block at the net goes out of play. So Bearcats have cut the lead to 2. And of course the Vikings are the defending Westco champions from last year. So Smith with the dig, pass goes up front, off speed back road. 2 Bearcats collided into each other and then end up knocking it out. So it's 18-15.
Now, were they Westco champs or West King champs?
Westco league champs. (13-1). Swing by Monroe goes out. They did not win the district championship. That was the Monroe Bearcats that won that.
Really?
Yeah. 19-15.
And that was West King, right?
Yes. It's what they call the Westco Kingco.
Yeah, he wants to check to see if somebody touched it on the way out.
And while they're doing that, well, let's take a look at a couple more of the keys to the game. When it gets to win time, this is number 2. First one, of course, how will the Vikings respond? Which team will have the most consistent passing at win time? And lastly, the net. Both teams have height. Who wins the net? Whoever wins the net with the most efficient blocks gets the advantage. No one touched it. It's 19-16. Lake Stevens still on top. They beat Monroe in both matches. They let that serve go. Service error.
Just long. Side out.
Close. Davidson with just a little bit too much mustard on that one. 20-16. Monroe going to get the set. There's the block at the net, what I talked about, but it went out of play. 20-17. Monroe wearing their black trunks tonight and a jersey change, wearing the fade, going from dark gray to light gray. Good look. Orange numbers. Out it goes again. Unforced error. 2 in a row for the Bearcats with the unforced error. It goes 21-17. And now we're getting close to win time here with 21-17. Which team's going to make the passes? And into the net it goes with the unforced error. Sierra Simpson with the net serve makes it 21-18. Lewis back. Vikings going to set that one up, and tapping it over is their setter, Michelle Fast, as she looked like she was going to set it, but saw a gap, and it goes 22-18. Hannon.
That was pretty slick.
Was slick. Hannon, good hustle trying to get it, couldn't get it to it. Davidson passes that one into the crowd. 23-18. Tatum Smith serving for Lake Stevens. Davidson up near the net. Vikings get it up and over, and now Barnes going to have an opportunity to set up Sarah Day. It's partially blocked, and the Vikes come back and hammer that one home.
Carly try the kill.
And that was the 6'2" Carly try in the middle. Goes to 24-18, so we have
Set point.
it is set point.
See, even I can learn.
Okay. Hannon with the dig. Barnes, nice pass today, but it's blocked at the net. The two talls, Carly Try and Samaya Morin, 6'2" and 6'1" in the middle there. The Vikings trailed for part of that, but come away with the 25-18 first set victory. And it is break time for us, as here on STSPN we got a good match going. The Vikings at 3-0, Monroe 2-1, trying to defend the home court. We'll be back for this commercial break right after this.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today, or visit us at gsheating.com.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Welcome back. Mike Buckles here on STSPN, and trying to send a quick text to my wife Maggie out there, who's supposed to be tuning in here. I want to check and see if it sounds okay out there. The Vikings of Lake Stevens trailed early, but came back and seized control with the 25-18 first set, and Coach Bishop at Monroe is going to have to come up with some sort of a strategy, I think, to keep the passing away from Samaya Morin, who was over on that left side and was significant with the big swings and a couple of drop shots in that victory for Lake Stevens. But right now, Monroe has the serve, and it is Barnes with the service ace. And of course, Coach Bishop counting on Brooke Barnes, the senior setter. Now they're going to have a discussion here at the net. The coach, I think, wants the referees to have a conference, but right now it stands at 1-0. So the Vikings last year at 18-3 defeated Monroe 3-0 two different times over the course. And we have a mulligan as
A mulligan.
the whistle blow. We're going to have a do-over. So whatever they decided, and that benefits Lake Stevens. And so, and Maggie has sent text back and said, it sounds great, unless, of course, you are a Monroe fan who did not get the benefit of that as Barnes goes into the net. Knuckleball serve played by Hannon. And Monroe simply has the over. Nice set. Oh, my. As they go to Samaya Morin one more time, and right next to her was Try, who jumped early. A little bit of deception, but boy, there was some pace on that swing to Zip. It is Hannon, miscommunication, as Lewis and Barnes both hesitated trying to get to that second one, and it is 3-0, and after a couple of service points for Michelle Fast, she goes into the net, makes it 3-1, and Avery Davidson rotates back for the Bearcats. The Vikings going to get a good set. They go to Morin again. Nice dig by Barnes. Davidson passes over to Ellie Lewis. A little bit of mistiming. They get a good over, and Davidson with the nice dig there. And at the net, Chloe Cornelius tries to time that tap over up near the net, and she hits it out, so it's 3-2. Bearcats with 2 straight points. Davidson serves to Morin, and they set up Try with the short set, up quick and off the block. 4-2.
For the Vikings, number 3, Samaya Morin.
Samaya back to serve for the Vikes, and she goes into the net. So we're starting to see both teams with some unforced errors here. It looked like she tried to hit that jumping on the way down, and I always, being a basketball coach, correlate that with somebody who's shooting a jump shot, trying to hang in the air and shooting it on the way down. You lose your trajectory. That one is out.
Not the trajectory.
Yes, the trajectory. Flat shot. That's a big word for me, trajectory, really yes. But you want a lot of nice arc on that. The volleyball more of a line drive. But you want to get it over the net, as the Vikes do right there. Well played on the angle. Tatum Smith at 5'6". They go away from the Tulls that time, and she played that one beautifully, and the Vikings lead 6-3. Service is over by Try. And coming back, big swing, Sarah Day, left side out. And I'm kind of getting the sense against this Viking team, as Monroe had swept Kamiak 3-0 the last time here. You have to make the most of your opportunities, because I'm not seeing the Vikings giving up as many opportunities, and that was off the back line for Carly Try. For the service ace, 8-3 here early. And Sarah Day, Barnes goes to Lewis, and Monroe going to come back fast. Sets it up. Monroe going to play the over here. Another opportunity. Michelle Fast. Nice play there by Hannon on that kill attempt. Hannon gets a nice pass to Barnes. Block at the net. Looked like Maddie Eisminger at 5'10".
Maddie's getting ready to jump up.
Try. Spinning serve. And it goes over the net. Good scramble by Monroe on the hustle, but they can't do it. Maddie's going to call timeout for Monroe as it goes to 10-3. Quite a run here by the Lake Stevens Vikings. So we're going to take a commercial break. Don't go away here on STSPN.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Our Mitsubishi electric cooling and heating system allows you to control the temperature in each room separately, all of which can be controlled from your smartphone or tablet. And because we are the mini split experts here in Washington, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electrical today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Welcome back. Mike Buckles here on STSPN along with producer Todd Elvig. And a 10-3 opening here in the second set for the Lake Stevens Vikings. They won the first set. So let's see what Coach Bishop had to come up with here for strategy. And Hannon.
That wasn't it.
Well, tough serve as it, bit of a slider there down the line and kind of forced to play it as it was close to the line. It was going away from her. This one a little easier. Davidson makes the play and they set up Sarah Day, but the Vikings handle the play and come back. And we've got a point for the Vikings as I believe that was a carry. That was called off of that big swing. 12-3.
Wow.
The serve side out goes back to Monroe as Carly Try throws that one out of the end zone. 12-4 though. And a little pressure on Ellie Lewis here to try to keep the serve in. Ouch. That is not what they needed. That's going to bring Elena Ruiz in. Get some backline defense in here. 13-4 for Monroe. Backline defense, Monroe trailing. Serve is over. Ruiz, nice pass to Barnes. Barnes over to Sarah Day, blocked and played. And Monroe, nice save and the nice pass to this side, and the 5'6" Tatum Smith comes up with another kill, 14-4, and I'm seeing the Vikings with a lot of weapons here. Hannon passes to Barnes, nice swing, point goes to Monroe.
Side out to the Bearcats.
Somebody into the net, I believe, called on Eisminger. 14-5, Sarah Day back to serve. She was our player of the game last Thursday in that win over Kamiak. And Bearcats is struggling with some completely accurate passes. Sarah Day, good dig, had to go to the side. Got that way up in the air. Good dig for Lake Stevens, Piper Smith. Hannon returns the favor with the dig from Monroe, and Davidson hammers that one out the back line. Good rally there. But so far, it is the Vikings making the plays. It is 15-5. Ruiz passes to Barnes. Nice double block at the end for the Vikes. They go off speed. Dive by Ruiz. Cannot get to it. 16-5, and we're going to have
Substitution for the Bearcats, number 15, Zoe Yates.
Yates comes in. Zoe Yates. A little more height at the net for the Bearcats. She's 5'10", 16-5. Ruiz, nice reception, good pass. Yates with the big swing. Double block, though, by the Vikings is effective, and they go back again to Samaya Morin, playing that left side, and she had a bunch of those kills in the first set and adds another one here, 17-5. Barnes sets up Yates. Good look, but hammers it out the back row. So the Vikings have the rhythm going for them, and Monroe does not. Nice drop serve. Vikings set it up. Smith gets it high in the air, gonna set up Morin, hammers it off the double block. 19-5. And, you know, I'm not really sure what the coaches can do to try to keep the ball away from Morin, other than figure out who the passer is and keep it away from the better passer. There's a double block by the Vikes. They're going to get Morin in the middle. Wow. 20-5, and that is going to bring Krista Norton back in.
For the Bearcats, number 2, Tiana Kuntz.
And it's going to be Kuntz coming in.
Sorry,
Norton.
I had to take my headset off because it's too much like having a stocking cap on.
Okay. Vikings going to get another set. Drop shot by Fast. And the Bearcats do not have the answer, as Fast has been passing well and also seeing the court there. A couple of little dump shots here and there, keeping them honest in the center zone. Double block. Morin and Eisminger. 22-5. And I'll have to be honest, I was not anticipating this happening here in set number 2 with Monroe. And big swing by Davidson. You see the body language by Monroe that anything they set up, it seems like the Vikings have the answer for, and it's 23-5. And there is the serve to the back row. Davidson gets it over, played by Tatum Smith. And that one out, but barely.
Substitution for the Bearcats, number 5, Kristen Norton.
So let's see if the Bearcats can make a little bit of a run here.
Number 15, Zoe Yates.
23-6 to try to get a little bit of confidence to go into that third set. Vikings, one of the few miscommunications, but the setter, Michelle Fast, gets a good pass and gets the assist, which has almost been an automatic assist every time the Vikings go to Samaya Morin tonight. Sarah Day with the pass, a little bit deeper, off speed, and Davidson with the little drop shot, and maybe that is the strategy that the Bearcats need to defeat those double blocks that have been very effective at the net. 24-7, and Barnes rotates back for the Bearcat service. Pass to Fast, middle try, out. As she went from the middle to the sideline angle right and missed by a couple of inches. Oh, wait. Now it's called, is it called in?
Yep.
The judge called it in, overruled. The line judge called it out, overruled by the net judge. It is 25-7 for the second set. And Lake Stevens putting on a clinic here at Monroe High School. So we have reached another break here on STSPN. We're going to take that break. So stay with us for set number 3 coming up after this 2.5.
Fred's Rivertown Ale House was established in July of 1994 and is located at 1114 First Street in historic downtown Snohomish. Each time you visit the ale house, you may expect to find new beers and new food choices. Fred's Rivertown Ale House is well known throughout the beer community. Oftentimes, we are the first choice for breweries to introduce new beers, limited or specialty beers, and beers you just won't find anyplace else. At Fred's, we like to say that once we get you through the front door, our friendly service, relaxed family atmosphere, and our quality food and beverages will keep you coming back.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Welcome back to STSPN Westco Conference Volleyball, and the Lake Stevens Vikings already looking to be in playoff form as they have taken a 2-set to zip lead, 25-18 and 25-7 in set number 2. Now, the Monroe Bearcats have 10 seniors on their team and certainly would like to be rivaling the Vikings, as Monroe won district, defeating the Vikings at the district championship last year and also finishing 4th in state. The Vikings only lost 3 matches last year, one of them to the Vikings, to the Bearcats, and then they lost their first game at state but won their next 3 to finish 5th. So healthy rivalry going here, and the Vikings will have the first serve. It will be Barnes, Day, Celia Teague, Ellie Lewis, and Davidson and Hannon for the Bearcats. Michelle Fast serving for the Vikings. And it is a knuckleball. Day to Hannon, back row. Davidson gets a good hit off the back row, but it's played by the Vikes. Good block at the net by the Bearcats, who seem to have come out with a little bit of intensity or a little bit of focus in their appearance here, but it goes out of bounds, 1-0. Sarah Day again. Barnes goes back row again. Sarah Day over the net. And the Vikes come up left-handed, it looked like Morin, from the left side. One of the few times she's had a swing and no kill for the Vikes. And a player goes underneath the net for the Vikings. It's not called. Davidson swings, and it goes into the net for the Bearcats. So quickly, it is 3-0. Well, it shows 2-0, but I thought it was 3 here. Barnes, nice set at the net. Big swing, nice dig by Tatum Smith. Set up, and Ellie Lewis pounds that one off of Michelle Fast, I believe, in the back row. Shows 2-1 is the score. Morin plays that fast. Short set that time. Off speed for the Vikings. Sarah Day comes back. And there's a block at the net. Vikings get the over. Nobody there into the middle of the zone. Right there on the ear of the Bearcat logo. Nobody there. 3-1 Lake Stevens. Samaya Morin serving for Lake Stevens. Hannon with the reception, Barnes with the set, and Day with the swing. And now it's a setup and a big swing over by Tatum Smith, played by Monroe. Morin passes to Fast. She goes behind. Nice swing and a dig by Monroe. Good power that time by Anna Schrodel, who is into the game for the Vikings.
Sarah serving for the Bearcats.
Point goes to the Bearcats here, and Sarah Day serving. 3-2 is the score. Fast with the set, too close to the net that time. Point's going to go to the Bearcats. Anna Schrodel had to get close to the net to try to save it. And we're tied at 3-3. Morin plays it, Fast sets up. Left side, swing and the kill, Tatum Smith. Smith with excellent timing and good jumping ability at just 5'6", played the angle from left to right perfectly. 4-3, Carly Triback serving. Knuckleball, Sarah Day to Barnes. Barnes back behind her, right side. Lewis back middle near the line for the kill. And Bearcats looking a little more focused here, 4-4 in the third set. Frankie Hannon with the serve. Morin back line. Even looked good on the swing from back there, flat-footed. Lewis again. Morin digs this one. Fast up, big swing, nice dig, and at the net. And that was number 14, Maddie Eisminger. As that pass went up near the net, and a lot of pace on that one. 5-4 Vikings. It is Simpson into the net once again. She's had a couple of those now. Tied at 5. So I think one mistake that the Vikings could make here after that big win in the second set is to think that this match might be over, as there's a nice swing and a kill on the angle.
Substitution for the Bearcats, number 1.
For the Vikings.
Serving for the
6-5. But the Vikings should not assume that this match is over. As Yogi Berra said, it ain't over until it's over. Sarah Day up near the net, goes up with the touch is Barnes. The Vikes get the over and set up and blocked by Maddie Ice. So play at the net so far. Service. Receive one with the reception. Atwood. Road Day too much down and goes into the nice set by Fast, or excuse me, by Atwood, Sarah Day hammers that one, and it goes off the double block there. Michelle Fast, part of that block, I believe. 12-7, Norton. Nice serve for her all the way to the back row. Vikings get the back line swing by Tatum Smith.
Vikings. Substitution for the Vikings, number 9, Anna Schroeder.
Tatum Smith, kind of in a secondary role, has made good on just about all of her opportunities back there. She has not been the primary swinger, but I'll tell you what, she's done a good job in that. That one hits the line. And another big swing by the Vikes, 14-7. As they have seized control once again. Michelle Fast with the serve, Ruiz with the reception. The Bearcats go to Day. Nice dig by Piper Smith. And another big swing.
Smith with the nice dig.
15-7. As the Vikings are mixing it up. Service ace, everything going their way. Let's see how long Coach Bishop goes before he wants to talk it over and try to stop this momentum here of the Vikings. Once again, service ace.
Substitution for
That's going to bring Davidson back in.
Avery Davidson.
17-7 as Michelle Fast quietly putting together an outstanding game as well as the setter, and now adding some service points to that as well. Davidson, nice pass to Barnes. They go to Day off speed. Oh, what a play on the hustle. But the Vikes hit it into the net as Morin.
Substitution for the Bearcats.
I'll tell you what, the Bearcats earned that one. A good look on the off speed, and Morin anticipating that, but the Vikes can't get it over. Now 17-8. Piper Smith to Fast. This side, Morin blocked. Nice dive pass there by Lewis. And the Bearcats pounded out again, too long on the angle from left to right. Good hustle by the Bearcats. They cannot make good on it, however. It is 18-8. Morin back to serve, and she curves that one out of play. One of the few mistakes made by Samaya Morin tonight.
Number 8, Sarah Day serving.
Sarah Day back serving. Nice knuckleball. Piper Smith back row. And that keeps it away. So Bearcats need to make good on this. They go to Lewis. She goes off speed and taps it off the double block to get the Bearcats into double figures with 10, now trailing 18-10. Sarah Day, middle of the court, goes long.
Just long side out to the Vikings.
19-10.
Serving number 18, Carly.
Carly try. Middle of the court, goes into the net. 19-11. Sub coming in.
Serving for the Bearcats,
Piper Smith, the
21,
libero,
Frankie.
returns for the Vikings. Try has a seat, and Frankie Hannon, the libero, nice drop service. Fast going to set up her teammate Anna Schroeder. And coming back is Samaya Morin as Schroeder was blocked and gave the Vikings a new set. Excellent passing, 20-11. Kennedy Steen checks in, the freshman for the Vikes. Monroe plays the over. And now Monroe going to have an opportunity. They go off speed again with the sliding kick. Trying to save that is Morin. Now she's talking to the official. That went way out of the end zone. 20-12. Seahawks could have used her a couple of years ago. 20-12. Steen with the pass to start with on the reception, and now Norton plays it over easy. Davidson plays the over for Monroe. Pass by Michelle Fast. Pounds it off of Sarah Day.
Substitution for the Bearcats, number 1, Elena
Trying to
Reese.
see who that is that had the hit in the middle of the net, blocked out by the referee. 21-12. Sarah Day. Davidson pounds that one off of Piper Smith for the kill. 21-13. So
Number 11,
Avery Davidson with an opportunity here. 21-13. Bearcats trailing, and Davidson makes good on the service ace as Kennedy Steen cannot get under that one. Excellent drop serve. 21-14. Davidson right of center. Goes to Steen again. This time she gets it fast.
Side out Vikings.
Sets up Tatum Smith. And she hammers that one off of Davidson. 22-14. And into the net, Eisminger. So the main problem I have seen for Lake Stevens tonight have been unforced errors, a lot of them on service. But other than that, they have been pretty good over there. Piper Smith gets the nice pass to Fast, set up Tatum again with the swing from the back row.
Side out to the Vikings. Substitution for
23-15. Tatum Smith, one of many juniors on the team.
Serving number 8, Michelle Fast.
Vikings put together a good match tonight. Good hustle by Hannon, can't get to it. That's 24-15. This would be match, set and match point. Michelle Fast, knuckleball. Davidson up in the air, over by Teague, and over by the Vikings. Bearcats can't get to it. 25-15. Straight sets. 3-zip. The Vikings will go to 4-0 on the season, and they still have not lost a set. Monroe falls to 2-2 in conference, 2-3 overall. Stay with us as we will have the Adrenaline fundraising player of the game selection and interview right after this here on STSPN.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow-through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
Welcome back to STSPN. This is Mike Buckles here with the Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game. It is Samaya Morin, the 6'1" junior from Lake Stevens. Are you a junior or sophomore?
I'm a junior.
You are a junior. The Vikings put on a clinic tonight. So you lost some seniors last year. You only have one senior this year. You got a young squad.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your team and how the development has led to this 4-0 start.
So pretty much what we have been doing is, we start in the summer to work together, but most of us have been playing together for 5 years. Our core squad that plays, that just played, but having different age groups is really cool to be able to incorporate them and join new people to our family and just have that relationship and bond. So it's super exciting to be able to play with the same people and then, of course, add new people to just grow our family and our program.
You have a lot of weapons both on offense, but I was also impressed with the ability of your players on the defensive side. It seemed like everybody contributed and able to get to the loose balls and a lot of digs on the defensive side as well. So
yeah.
good balance on your team was what I noticed.
Yeah, we're extremely blessed to have amazing, well-rounded players, and we're just really glad that everyone is able to do all skills really well.
I'm going to assume you were on the squad last year when you went to state.
Yes.
And how many years in a row have you been to state?
I've been 3 years, but I'm pretty sure this will be our, if we make it this year, it'll be our 4th year in a row.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about that experience.
It's crazy. As a freshman, it was really nerve-wracking. It was a lot like tournaments for club, but it was just a different scale because there was so much more on the line, Never wanted to disappoint the upperclassmen, but just having that family bond, it really helps everyone when we have each other's back to experience that super breathtaking moment when you first walk in that gym. So we're really excited to be able to do that as a team and hopefully win it.
Yeah, and one of the things I noticed when I did a little research, you lost the first game, which is always tough, but you came back and won 3 straight to get, I think, 5th place. Is that correct? Instead, and so, I mean, that's a credit that when you get down, that you're able to focus and come back and still make something positive out of that.
Yeah, really exciting. I'm glad that our team, that's one thing we do focus on a lot, is just letting go of our mistakes and just kind of having each other to help each other through those things.
Well, we have a T-shirt for you, and we would like to have you hold this up. It's presented by Adrenaline Fundraising, and my good buddy David Wright is the representative from that. And you're going to hold it up, and Todd's going to take your picture and post it on the website there. And
thank you.
All right. Well, nice job. You want to give a shout-out to anybody as long as you have an opportunity here to do that?
Thank my parents for driving me here. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a great shout-out. So, always give a shout-out to the parents if you can.
They make it happen.
Yeah, all right. So, player of the game, Samaya Morin, a junior for Lake Stevens. Congratulations and nice job, and good luck the rest of the season. Okay.
Thank you.
Hope to see you again. All right, and that's going to do it for tonight's contest as the Lake Stevens Vikings remain undefeated. They go 4-0 on the season, and we'll be back here on Thursday. I think that's the schedule here. We're scheduled coming back here on Thursday for another volleyball matchup with Glacier Peak and Monroe. This is Mike Buckles on behalf of Todd Elvig, and we're signing off here tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Good night.